Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. This is the 6th episode of the story, where we see the history of Namikaze Uzumaki Naruto develop in the Shinobi World. He will develop a new dojutsu, the most powerful one, with the help of a demon fox sealed inside it, and he will gather powerful ninja in Leaf Village for his plans. Create a new village. To show your support, like and subscribe. Let's get this show going. After 4 days, Kushina was out of patience. She could not wait more to see her son. She was walking rapidly behind the closed door. Jiraiya, looking at her, was thinking about what would happen when they go back at village. How everyone would react seeing their new companion. The door opened and Kushina stopped and looked back, waiting to see who would pass the door. Shien, walking out of the door looking around, found Jiraiya and Kushina, and their quizzical looks knew what was they waiting for, so she stepped aside and there came out a very beautiful and busty female with blood-red hair that was knee-long. She had a black dress that was looking like Kurenai's but with black color. There was a fox with golden color on her back. Hello everyone. After this long time I'm free. Oh, I forgot. Well, I'm Kyubi, said the red-hair woman with an amusing grin on her face. Her voice was majestic and clearly telling others that there was some majestic thing about her and she was superior to others. How is my son? Don't worry, he is resting. After all, the process made Foxy tired. Foxy? Asked Jiraiya. Oh, it's how I call him. You must heard Anko calling him like that. Yeah, but didn't think that you call him like one of your type. Is he becoming a half-demon? Asked Kushina with concerned voice. Do you think I'll let it happen? Of course not. Well, I want to speak with you. As you know, we needed him to put the mating mark on me so that I can become free. Well, naturally it makes me one of his women in harem. But I want to have your approve as his mother and grandfather. Thanks. It's clear that you are from a noble family, demon or not, nobility is nobility, said Kushina. Why shouldn't we approve you? After all, you were the only one saving his life when there was no other one doing it or caring about his well-being. You were the person who gave him a new dojutsu. You are the one who guided him through his messy life. In other words, we can't think for any better person to be his first woman in harem, answered Jiraiya. Thanks, but I don't want to be the alpha. After all, dealing with those chicks is so troublesome and I want a happy and relaxing life. But I want you to. Please, Kushina-chan, let it be another girl to become alpha. As you wish. Now Shien-chan, when he will be awake? He is awake but so weak. If you want you can visit him. With that, all of them entered the room. In the middle they found him on a king-size bed resting under the cover. How are you feeling, my son? Oh, hello Kasen. I'm great. I didn't know that she was this much beautiful. After all, I couldn't see her clearly in my mind space. There was dark. I hope you agree with her to marry me. It's okay. But you need to rest and be ready fast. You have no time to waste. There is something that you should do after you came out of the bed, said Jiraiya. And what is that, Erosanin? I think you should negotiate with Shien-chan and start the new village, and after that me and you will go to the other dimension to start the training of sage arts with the help of toads. I see. Naruto-sama. Can I ask something? Of course, Shien. What happened to those who attacked us? Oh, I forgot to give the report. Well, after I defend you, I tracked them and found their motherships and there were some fun. Be sure that there will be no more sky attack for so long. I'm sure they need at least 1 year to replace all the suffer they have now. Thanks, Naruto-sama. Well, we can start negotiation right now if you feel okay. After all, you need to negotiate with me and I can convince others. Let it happen. Kasen, Erosanin, Kyuchin, sit down. We need to deal as fast as we can. But you are tired, my son. Don't worry, Kasen. I'm resting in the same time. After all, we'll just talk. Let it start then. Kin looked around. In one corner, Koyuki was concentrating. She was trying to mold chakra. She had very hard time due to being late to start shinobi training. If she had started at childhood, she would do the task in less than hours, but now, well, it was around a week and she had little progress. Looking to another direction, she saw Yugito and Okyu sparring. Something was not correct when they spar. Normally people in the spar would try no finish their opponent as fast as they could, but these two were sparring like they had fun and they didn't finish it. Okyu openly told them that she is bisexual and told them that she want relationship with all of them, but could it be that when they spar they had something to do with this? She didn't know. Master, where are you? It's long time I didn't hear about you. Did you forgot to inform us about your well-being? Oh no, he won't forget me. I'm his slave after all. No matter how long it would take, I'll wait for him. It's hard to believe that these three won't ask about any news. Well, they are shinobi like myself and they all well know that it would take long time to do what he is doing. I just hope that until now he found a good place to start with. Her musing cut when she heard a raven's voice. Looking around she saw a raven looking at her. The raven came down and sit in front of her. Are you Kin? Oh, a summon. Yes, I'm Kin. Ino-chan sent a message for you. She told that it's from your master. Oh Kami, you heard me? Thanks. The raven showed a little paper tied around his leg. Kin taking that saw a storage seal on it. Putting chakra, a scroll popped out. Opening it she started reading. Dear Kin-chan, Naruto recently informed me that he found the place he want and informed me that it would be soon for our departure and asked me to inform everyone. Well, I think you should inform others that are with you and be ready for start as soon as he informed us about the details. By the way, who is living with you? Maybe we can do something before he start the job. Inform me about their abilities and who are they. Thanks. Yamanaka Ino. What the hell, why does she want to know details? Well, I can't contact with master to ask him what should I do. Let's see, Ino is second person in command after him. If she wants to know and if she has some plans, who am I to ask questions about it? With that she started to write details about her companions and their abilities. After finishing the letter she stored it in the same paper and tied it again to the raven's leg. Thanks for your help. Here is a reply for Ino-chan. Make sure to deliver it to herself. Hi. With that the raven poofed away. Ino came back from a patient. Things were boring in the hospital. She would send Kaori soon, but after having information about who lived with Kin. A poofing sound cut her train of thoughts. Ino-chan. Here is your reply. Thanks. Opening the scroll she started reading. After some minutes she closed it and using a kaiten jutsu burned it. Interesting. Any more job? No and thanks. Well, what do you say, Naruto-sama? Wait, are you serious? Asked Kushina. Don't you want to rethink about what you said? Asked Jiraiya. No need for rethinking, and yes, I'm deadly serious. But it's not happened for God knows how long, replied Kushina. I know, but there is no law to oppose me. You are right, there is no law, but laws are not the only thing that you should be worried about. There are people and they won't agree with you. No matter how logical it sounds, people have their own brains and think like they want. You should consider this. They won't approve it. Jiraiya. And not only normal civilians. Even the people in temple will not approve it. Kushina. Come down, both of you. There is nothing to be worried about. She is the priestess, not the kami. She has her own desires and like any normal human being she want them to happen. She has her own dream and no one can stop her dreaming. Naruto. Is it that you two don't want it to happen, or is it that you are just worried? Of course we are just worried. Said Jiraiya frowning. Then let me handle it when it happen. People don't like me after all. They are afraid of my powers as priestess and they don't want to start any kind of relationship with me. So why should I listen to their bubbling? The only people I need to approve me are those who has political power, and I know that they will approve it. Deal, was the only thing Naruto said. But this one word suppressed any farther arguing between people in the room. My son, you should think more. Kasen. She is one of the purest girls I saw in my life. One of the beautiful ones and one of the powerful one. She has power to seal demons, and as you know my shinobi village will be based on that, so why should I hesitate to give her a mating mark and make her my wife? Besides, me and Kyuchin found a special alteration for the mating mark that will have nice results. And that would be, if I want to say it simple, it will allow Kyuubi to flow some chakra to the seal and change things on person. For example, give them one of my bloodlines that makes my aging slow and let me live for around 200 years. Or if the person has a bloodline, it can alter it and give it new abilities. In other words, this new mating seal will help them have some parts of the changes I had previously. So if she have it, she would have more control on her dreaming power and she will have improvement on sealing power. Was the only thing Kushina could say. The information was too much to handle for her. Okay Gaki, if you want to deal with the condition we can't change your mind. I just hope that we have little problem when the time comes. Thanks Erosanin. Congratulations Foxy. Oh, thanks Kyuchin. Now if everyone agree, I need to rest. After all I need to give Shion the mating mark as fast as I can and I'll go to visit Toads as soon as possible. We have lots of things to do. Have a nice time Gaki. Good night Naruto-kun. Good night Naruto-sama. I think I will rest with you. So good night everyone. And with that Jiraiya, Kushina and Shion left them in the room thinking about different things that you could guess if you know their mental status. After 1 week Naruto was standing in front of his mother and grandfather. Kyuubi on his right side in all her almighty and Shion on his left side with the same face and cloths but a new mating mark visible on her left side of the neck. Erosanin, Kasen, Shion Chanmi and Kyuchin will be out of here and I don't know how long it will take but I won't return until I finish the training and master it. When I'm not here will you please start developing a shinobi village? For no we need a compound for Namikaze, another for Hyuga, Aburame, Inazuka, Mitarashi, Yuhi, Hataki and Nara. If I forgot any of them you should add them to list. Remember to make a nice and proper cage building. And Erosanin, I'll use this side of the mountain facing the village to make facial status like those one in the Konoha but this one will contain Onikage of Jigokugakure no Sato, A.N. Demon shadow of the village hidden in hell. Wow! Was the only response of Shion, Onikage? Sweets you and your village Gaki, Jigoku Gakure? Asked Kushina. Is there any problem Kasen? Didn't you like the name? No, I liked it. I wonder who chose the name. It was me. After all if we'll have lots of demon containers in your clan and many Jinchuriki with age of 200. This village will be a real hell for other shinobi villages. I think Foxy Lady has a point, said Jiraiya giggling perversely and writing something on the notepad. Jiraiya, do you mind telling me what is that you are writing? Asked Kyuubi with such a sweet and innocent voice. Oh, you gave me some inspiration for my new book, thank you. You're welcome. By the way, did you know that I'm pervert in my personal life with my man? But in the same time I hate those who get inspired by my personal life. Oh sweat Jiraiya, I'll kill you, and with that the only thing Jiraiya saw was a red blurry shape kicking and punching him. Looking around he found Kushina standing side by side with Naruto with such an amused smile on her face. Oh Erosanin, I was going to give you 1 or 2 lessons but it seems that you have your own fate with Naruto's women. Naruto, please save me. She will kill me. Why should I? Erosanin, this may give you a nice lesson. Kyuchin, will you finish it as soon as I summon Toads? Hi. Now could we continue our lesson Jiraiya-kun? Please Kyuubi-sama. Show, and the voice faded informing people around the village that the Earth had a new satellite for a while. With that been settled Naruto made needed hand signs and summoned a toad. An old toad came out of smoke looking around. Jiraiya. Oi Jiraiya. Where is that lazy pervert? Hello. He is not here actually I think he is having fun turning around the earth for some time. Well, I summoned you. Oh you should be Naruto. Well, what can I do for you? You see, Gamabunta told me that I need to be trained in the art of sage mode. I want you to train me. I want you to take me and Kyuchin and start the training for me, I see. Who is this Kyuchin? It's me you old toad, oi Kyuubi what are you doing outside? I thought that you were sealed for eternity. Good to see you old friend. Same here old man. Well, should we go now? I want to speak with Great Toad Boss and you about a new alliance between toads and foxes. And maybe we can make a new era letting Naruto have something special. I see. I think I got what you are after. It'll be hard, but why not try it? After all, toads and foxes were in good relationship until you attacked Konoha, and even then the great elder thought that there was something wrong. I can inform you about the details later. Now should we go? Oi Naruto. This training will need at least 6 months. Are you ready? Do you want to say goodbye to anyone special? No. Just wait a minute. Kasen, Shien-chan, I'm counting on you. For now, I'll see you in 6 months. With that, Kyuubi and Naruto went near the old toad, and the toad, making hand signs, poofed away with them. Well, here goes my son. I'll miss him. Come on Shien, we have lots of building and development waiting for us. Hi. Hash 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 time escape. 6 months later hash 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 Ino and Hinata were eating ramen at Ichiruka. It was about 4 months now. After Hinata informed her that she had an arranged marriage instead of Hanabi, Ino started training her in the medical field, but of course hidden from the old bitch and her bossy puppet. Uchiha puppet. Well, if it isn't my old student. How are you? Came the voice of one sadistic-looking Anko. Still looking like sadistic and playful war. Why is she using this mask? After Naruto's departure she was always like this. Well, at least I know that it's only an act. Hello sensei. How are you? Good as always. Eating my second favorite food I. See. Can I join you? Why not? Me and Hinata were speaking about our hero. I see. Did you get any news of him? It's about 6 or 7 months now. Anyo. Anko-sensei. What would you do when the time come? Asked Hinata. I'll come with you. What about Kurenai-sensei? Asked Ino. I'm not sure. She is obsessed with that fool chain smoker. I can't see what's so special with the guy. He is smart, I agree, but not as smart as our hero. He is son of Sandame, but our hero is like that too. I think this love is one-sided and Kur-chan can't see it. I hope when the time comes she can see the truth. Anyo Anko-sensei. How is your mission schedule? Why do you ask Hinata? We were planning to reduce our job assignments to get more free time. It'll be soon when we'll hear from our hero, and we want to be ready to act as fast as we can. Answered Ino. I see. Maybe I should do that. Hash 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 same time at the gates hash 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 2 Chunin were on duty at the main gate. It was a long shift, long boring shift. Most of the time they had no passenger and they could tell that today was one of them. Suddenly a yellow flash passed them, followed by a red-hair woman running as fast as light. Did you see that, Yandaime-sama? With that one of them jumped toward the Hokage Tower. Tsunade was reading a report from one of patrolling missions. As usual, there was nothing special. Suddenly a yellow flash cut her train of thoughts, followed by a red-hair woman bursting to the room shooting Shizune to one of the walls. Out of reflex Tsunade shooting the desk toward the door, but was shocked to see the desk smashing to nothing more than dust. Yo, I see you learned your lessons. Tsunade Baon. Baon? Oh, you forgot me? And I thought you will never forget me after I taught you that super strength punching technique. And it seems that you never saw me entering the room. You are losing your sharpness, Baon, said a male voice. Looking around, Tsunade saw a yellow hair man with deep blue eyes with pupils that would tell you that there was light dancing in them. Looking back to the woman, she clearly was sure that it was a dream or some kind of genjutsu. KK Kushina, Minato. But how? Baon, it seems that you didn't read about how Orochimaru dead, said the blonde. Do you mean Naruto using a forbidden technique? Do you know what was that technique? Asked Kushina. No. Ito-tensei, said the blonde man. Nani? He know how to summon death? Oh Kami. Tsunade. I'm very amused about how you treated my son. You know, actually I never thought that you would do this much motherhood toward him," said Kushina playfully. "What the hell? Is she playing with me or is that Naruto told them something like this? I did what I had to Kushi-chan. You know, long ago I thought like that when I was sealing Kyuubi inside my own son. I was counting on my people in the village. I thought that they would differentiate a kunai with the scroll that it was sealed in. Maybe you should rethink about what was needed to be done and what was correct to be done. But never mind. I'm here to take back my belongings. As you wish. Here is the key and paperwork for your bank account, but I should inform you that now I'm the Hokage and I won't step down for you. Keep it for yourself. I'm not interested anymore after seeing what you and others had done to my son. Minato. I don't know what he told you, but I assure you, what I have done, it was for the safety of this village. I understand that your son was young, but there are lots of young children in the village and I can't let your son make their life in danger. Keep your energy on. As I said, I have no more interest in this village, but if you want to excuse me, maybe you'll sign these papers for me. What is that? Nothing special. Actually, I don't need it, but for Kushi-chan and Naruto, it says that my clan members can enter and leave the village whenever they like, and they can accept or reject any mission given to them by you, council or future generation. And if I won't sign them? Actually, I was thinking of testing your abilities as a Hokage. Maybe I should put that thought in action. Honestly, do you think you have a chance fighting with me? You are around 60, not to mention that your only awesome jutsu in fighting is the one my wife taught you, and I have a broad arsenal of them. Come down. You are not serious, are you? You bet, Tsunade-chan, said a new voice bursting in the room. Looking back, they saw Sasuke frozen in place looking at the blonde man. Why Yandaime-sama? Who is the Gaki Tsunade? Your son? Your grandson, I must say. Minato, he is my husband. Oh, I didn't know that you are a pedophile, Baon. It's not like, said Sasuke angrily. Seems that they didn't thought you manner, young one. When you are in front of me or any other person older than you who are speaking with each other, you should keep your mouth shut. If you can't, I can help with shutting it for you. You can't speak with me like that. I'm Uchiha. Oh, I should know that. One of those arrogant bastards. Actually, Baon, didn't you teach Genins about my heritage? Why do these Emokings think they are superior? I'll kill you, Sasuke. Get out or I'll bit you to pulp. But Tsunade. No buts. If you don't know how to show manner to one of previous Kage and dishonor me like this, how should I trust you? I'm sorry. Now get out. After Sasuke leaving the room, Kushina started speaking. Now, Baon, will you sign the papers or should I pay a visit to Daimyo or should we follow what Minato suggested? Okay, I'll sign them now. Just wait a moment. And with that she signed the papers without reading the contents. What a big mistake as a Hokage. The council meeting room was silent. It was odd. As much as Tsunade remember, whenever the meeting was starting, almost always people would speak with each other making some noise. But today was not a normal day. Every council member was thinking deep. The civilian ones were anxious and the shinobi part was calm but in deep thought. Tsunade could guess what was going on in each brain. Those civilian members are afraid for their dear life. What about the shinobi part? Well, most of the time they disapproved my actions toward the brat, so they have nothing to be worried. Bastards. They don't even think that I had done it to keep their young generation safe. What should I do now? Minato and Kushina. What should I do with them? I hope those old devils in civilian part have some plan to help me. The door opened and Minato and Kushina came in. All people in the room looking at them. Hello everyone. Long time no see. Well, I think we can start the meeting now, said Minato. So the rumors were true. You are really back, said Danzo with half-open eye. Rumors? Don't you trust your Hokage? I thought that she would inform you. Minato-sama, can you explain what happened exactly? Asked Homura. Oh, hello old man. I thought that you should be dead until now. To answer your question, well, I think there is no need to tell you details. The only important thing is that I'm here and in front of you and I'm really pissed off from your actions toward my son. But we gave him his heritage as you wished, Minato-kun, said Kaharu. Oh really, old hag? Gave him his heritage after shooting him out of the village? What did you think then? To tell everybody that here is the child of Yellow Flash, come and kill him? Well, I'm not here to hear your pathetic mumblings. I just came here to let you know that I'll leave the village as fast as I visited some of my old friends. Oh, I was forgetting. Hiyashi-sama, Shibi-sama, Sum-sama, and Shikaku-sama here as a little gift as our union. I hope you like it. And by that he gave each one of the named clan heads a paper that clearly was signed by Tsunade. Wait, I don't remember to sign any papers for them. What are they, Minato? Too bad. You should read them before signing them, but now, you agreed with their departure from the village in any time they want and in any condition they want. By these official papers you or your pathetic council can't mark them as missing nin and by no means hunt them. Nani? Tsunade-hime, I thought that you were more careful. But actually there is nothing to be worried, they are loyal to Konoha and they won't leave us, isn't it correct, Hiyashi-sama? Indeed. Hey, I didn't say that they will betray you, I just made an official way for their future and that's all. Now if you excuse me, I have some other friends that want to visit. And by that he left the room. When the door closed he could clearly hear Danzo speaking again, saying that by no means any of the clans should not leave the village. Seems that old lame bastard gained too much power. Must do something and must do it quickly. There was an unofficial meeting of old friends in Dango shop. Every one of Naruto's friends were gathered. Well, still I don't know who tried this much hard to gather all of us in one place. Actually I like the idea, said Kakashi looking around the table. I thought it was your idea, Cyclops, said Anko. Come on Anko-chan, you know that he don't think more than his pervert books, added Kurenai. Anyo, it was Ino who called me for this gathering, said Hinata. Same for me, added Kiba. Shino just nodded to agree with them. Mendux, was all they could get from Shikamaru. Everybody, can I join in? Came the voice of a banshee. No one needed to see who the person was because there was just one girl with that terrible voice. No, everyone yelled at the same time. You know, you will pay for that when I tell what happened to Sasuke-kun. Actually I want to visit this Emo-king personally, came a new voice. People around the table turning and looking to the owner of the voice saw a long red hair woman that radiated majesty. What do you want to tell me? I'm Uchiha and you should well know your place when you are speaking about me and with one of my belongings. Oh, here is the devil himself. Well, young man, I was looking forward to castrate you. Do you have any obligation? With that everyone around table burst into laughing. Who are you? Asked Sasuke. Oh, you can call me Q. But let me assure you, when we meet again you won't be alive. Now get lost. With that Sasuke turned and went out of the shop. He didn't had nerve to encounter with this woman. Something about her told him that he would lost if he should encounter her. Seems that you have fun, isn't it, Kyuchin? Asked a newcomer. Everyone was shocked to see the only person that couldn't be alive for sure. Why, Anko, Shino, Mendux, you know him, how? Kurenai, but, Kiba, is it a joke? Ino, no, I can see there is no hinge. Hinata, everybody, come to this address now. We don't have time to sit around and have fun. With that Minato gave them a paper with the address for Namikaze compound and taking Q's hand vanished in a yellow flash. In less than 30 minutes all people who were around the table came inside the main house. In the room Jiraiya was standing near Kushina, and Minato was sitting on a couch with Kyuchin on his right side. The main clan heads that got those papers from him in the council were there too, with addition of Yamanaka Inoichi, Yugo, Tenzo, and Hayate. Welcome everybody. Now we can start our council meeting officially. Excuse me. What do you mean council meeting? Asked Hinata. Wait young lady, and you should understand everything soon. Said Kushina. As I was saying, all of you are seeing the yellow flash of Konoha in front of you because it was my genjutsu to trick the old hag. Now be ready. And with that he dropped the genjutsu. The only difference were his eyes that had no pupil anymore and had his dojutsu activated. Long time no see guys. Here I am Namikaze Uzumaki Naruto. I'll kill you Foxy. Why didn't you inform us about your arrival? Come down Creepy-chan. Oh, come here and let me kill you. After about 20 minutes of cat and mouse game and everybody laughing at those two's antics, Anko relaxed and Naruto could start his speech again. Sorry everyone, but I couldn't tell you my identity until the end. Now, here some of you know my cousin, Uzumaki Kushina, but I'm sure that I have a great surprise for you. Why don't you introduce yourself, Kyuubi-chan? Hello everybody. Nice to meet you, said Kyuubi coming to front. Almost everybody in the room were frozen except Shikamaru that was banging his head to the wooden table in front of him. I should know. There was something funny about your voice and Emo's reactions toward you. I should damn know. Mendux. Come down Shika. How should you know? It's not a normal thing for me to be free. Then can you explain? Asked Kakashi. Later Kakashi, not now. For now we have very important things to discuss. I heard Danzo telling you that you should not leave the village. He is so much powerful to my taste. I think we should do something about him and we should do it very fast. Like what? Asked Anko. Killing him and every shinobi that works as root Anbu. But they are so much powerful, said Tenzo. Can you imagine 3 Jinchuriki and 1 X-Kage fighting side by side? You forgot me, said Kyuubi while stretching his sleeve and having a poppy eye. Sorry Kyuchin, but you have only 1 tail of your power. But even that makes me cage level, indeed. Okay now. The only thing I need is the map for their hideout and all the people who we agreed before should depart exactly at the same time when I am attacking the route. This way the old hag will have too many problems to solve in one time and you should have less problem leaving the village. Anko, you know the place of my hideout, so you will guide everybody there and from there Erosanin will guide you to your new home. Naruto-kun. What is it Tenshi-chan? Anyo, I'm not sure if I'll leave the village. I have a relationship and I don't want to break it. I see. Then do as you wish. Still I trust you and you will participate in all-out meetings until our departure. Now everyone go and rest. I'll inform you about the time schedule soon. It will be less than a week and you should be prepared. With that all of them left the compound. After they went, Naruto started writing a letter and summoning a toad gave him order to give it to Kin. Now back to my old tactic, making lots of cage bunchins and tracking council members' activities. Soon, very soon Danzo will be a history. Kin was taking a shower, suddenly a toad's voice made her jumping out of the waterfall. What the fuck? Oh sorry. I didn't want to scare you. Any news? Call it order from boss. What is that? Tell the cat girl and crazy blonde to visit him at Konoha. Tell them to ask for Hyuga, Nara or Aburame clan and they will inform boss. You mean Yugito and Okyu? Hi. With that the toad poofed away. Kin coming out of the water completely forgot about her nudity. Hey OKYOU. Yugito, I have some news for you, said Kunoichi soon came to the waterfall. Well, Okyu was looking her from top to bottom with visible drooling, but Yugito had such a blush on her face that would make certain Hyuga to shame. What? I didn't think that you would be ready for a game this soon, honey. But seriously, are you planning to play in this open or should we go inside the cave? Personally I prefer nature, said Okyu coming near and touching Kin's tits. I like the idea Okyu-chan. Let's have fun. It will be my first time like yourself Kin-chan, said Yugo trying to grab Kin's hair to force her into a kiss. You stupid creepy hentai. Let go of me. Naruto-sama has some orders. Oh, I thought that you made your mind after this long time, said Okyu pouting. Come on. You can tell us the order after the fun. It will be just minutes, you know, said Yugo. Wow, I didn't know that you are like Okyu-chan. But seriously, would you stop fooling around? It must be important, said Koyuki coming out of the cave with blush due to what she saw and heard. Thanks Koyuki-chan. Well, it seems that Naruto-sama needs both of you in Konoha. You should go there and look for Hyuga, Nara or Aburame clan. Personally, I think that you should enter the village without letting others know who are you. Sounds like he has some fun for us, said Okyu. If it should be secret, then it should be an assassination attempt or some really hot stuff going on in there. Continued Yugo. Well, I don't know. Just pack and go and let me continue my life peacefully. Ow, you are not fun, Kin-chan, said Yugito with poppy eyes. Come on. Let's go, Blondie. She will agree with us. After all, she should do it if she want to be in harem. Look who calls me Blondie. You stupid acid girl. Whatever. It was one of those special council meeting that Tsunade didn't like. After all, a council meeting without any of clan's heads mean just one thing: trouble. Tsunade-heim, we gathered here to discuss the future of Konoha thanks to your actions. What do you mean, Danzo? Did you ever thought what would happen if clan heads try to leave the village with their clan members? Said Kaharu. And why should they do it? It's not like that they have any other place to go. Are you sure about it? Asked Homura. What do you mean, Tsunade-heim? Did you ever thought about what happened to the Kyuubi brat? Where is he now? And thinking about Kushina and Minato's return, it's safe to say that the brat now has a safe place to stay, and again it's safe to think that he will try to find powerful shinobi to gather around himself and start a group to attack Konoha later on. You mean something like Orochimaru? Exactly. After all, it's not the first time that someone betrays us, said Homura, and if it happens we should be prepared. Continued Kaharu. By any means, Tsunade-heim, we should not let the clans leave the village. And how can we do it, Danzo? Just let me use route. They will track any one of clans and will inform me if they move, and then? What do you think, Tsunade? We have no other way than kill one or two members of each clan to stop them, said Kaharu. You mean the head and his hair? Something like that, answered Homura. Tsunade-heim, think about it. It will better than having another Orochimaru. And how should I trust your info, Danzo? After all, I'm well aware that you want to be Hokage and you would do anything for that. Tsunade-heim, if I wanted to do so, I could take the place when Sandame dead. And back then I didn't need to do more than nominate myself. I think you are right about that. But, still I don't like to kill any member of clans. Why is that, Tsunade? Are you afraid of losing any powerful shinobi? And what if they betray us? Asked Homura. And think about it. There are powerful ones in young generation that can be easily replaced with old ones, and due to their youth we can guide them as we need. Said Kaharu. You are right. I think it will be better than having new Orochimaru. Well, Danzo, you have permission to use route to track their movements, but, before any action, inform me. Hi. Naruto was meditating. Suddenly he got the information from one of the bunchins he placed in council chamber. Those fools. Well, let's see how much powerful this route is. I hope those two will be here soon. With that he sent a mental order to other bunchins to track Danzo and two old bastards and find their place, and after locating route, gather information about their manpower and map of the place. It was around the sunset and Shikamaru was bored as hell. This was one of those days that there was no cloud in the sky and he didn't have any kind of action. Mendux. Excuse me, do you know how can I find one of Hyuga, Nara or Aburame members? Looking back to the voice, he saw a well-developed woman standing near the tree he was under. The woman had blonde hair and was radiating power. Can you say why a person in a shinobi village would mask her chakra and suppress it? Seems that you are not as stupid as you look. Well, young man, if you want to stay alive, just answer me. And if you want the answer, it will be nice to answer my question. And why should I do it? Because I know lots of Nara members. Same goes for other two clans and most of them are my friends. Well, I won't put them in danger, would I? Don't worry. We don't want to harm them, said a new voice. Looking at the newcomer, he saw another blonde woman, but this one didn't mask her chakra and something in her chakra remind him of Naruto. How should I know that? Come on. We are here to find a Friend. And said friend told us to look for one of those members to be in touch with him. At least say the name of that friend. Okay, okay. How about a blonde man with blue eyes? Naruto? For example. Well, I'm Nara Shikamaru. What now? Thanks God. Well, I'm Okyu and this cat girl is Yugo. We are here to find Naruto-kun but we don't know where he lives. Okay. I'll show you the way, said Shikamaru, murmuring something about troublesome blondes under his breath. With that all three went toward the Namikaze compound. Naruto was in library with a scroll in hand. He was busy sketching the map of Root Hideout. He was smirking with every line he draw. The door opened and Kushina came in. Son, you have visitors. I'm busy Kasen. Well, it's Shika with two very hot women. Oh, they are here. Send them in. With that Kushina went out and minute later Shikamaru came in followed by Okyu and Yugito. How are you Foxy? Mendux. Naruto, what is this all about? Sit down everybody. We have some action tonight and Shikamaru, I need your brain at full speed. Spit it out you troublesome boy. Well, there was a special council meeting and when I'm saying special I mean that there was none of clan heads. It seems that Danzo convinced the bitch to track Nara, Hyuga, Aburame and other clans' movement and if they saw any suspicious thing about them, like they try to leave the village, they would get permission from the bitch to kill the clan head and his heir as soon as they can to prevent the clan's actions. Mendux. Well, if I think correct, you will try to eliminate the root as soon as you can. Isn't it the correct thing to do? I didn't say that, but what happens after that? If you don't plan on timing, after eliminating them, departure would be pain in ass. Shika. Don't underestimate me. All clans should leave Konoha as soon as the eliminating operation started. This way, the bitch won't have enough manpower to stop both actions in the same time. And remember that we have elites on our side. Anko and Kakashi are two examples. What about Asuma, Yugo, Hatake and Kurenai? The only problem would be Asuma but it's not enough to stop us. When will we start? Tonight at midnight. Go and inform all the clan heads. Mendux. Kurenai was standing in front of Hokage. Tsunade was deep in thought. It was visible that something was disturbing her. Hokage-sama, is there something wrong? Nothing that you can help with. Well, I asked you to come here because I have a very special mission that needs a kunoichi to do it. And there are few kunoichi proper for the job. What is it Hokage-sama? You see, there is a very powerful relative of Fire Daimyo that influence his decisions toward us. Unfortunately this man has some bad history regarding Konoha and has personal problems with me. In other words, as long as he is alive we have problems with Fire Daimyo. It's SS rank mission. I want you to go and find this man and assassinate him. With all respect, I think Anko is more suitable for assassination missions and she is free. That's correct but you see, this man has just one weak point and that's the only way to get near to him. And that would be to sleep with him and have sex. Unfortunately Anko's personality will make problems regarding the first phase of the mission that is to cut his attention and having sex. But Hokage-sama, I'm still virgin, and it will be good for this mission because this man have some desire for virgin ones. But Hokage-sama I'm in relationship with Asuma, Kurenai. You and Asuma are professional shinobi and both of you should know that this could happen every now and then for kunoichi. After all it is not the first time when a kunoichi does this kind of job and you are not different from any other kunoichi in this village. But Hokage-sama. No but, it final. Now dismissed. Be here 8 in the morning for the mission details. Later that night Kurenai was walking in the village. She was looking to find Asuma. Yeah, I'm sure. He would convince her. He is my love and won't approve it. After all he is the son of Sandame and she can't oppose him. That bitch. She just see people as tools. No wonder Naruto hates her this much. Looking around Kurenai found Asuma with his new Genin team at barbecue restaurant. His new team was not surprise to people. Konohamaru, Oden and Moegi were the only ones he wanted to teach for so long. He even refused to take Genin at Naruto's time to wait for these one. Entering the restaurant, she went to them and sat by his side. Oh, hello Kurenai-chan. What a nice surprise. Asuma, dismiss these brats. I have very important thing to speak with you. Konohamaru, can you accompany your friends to their houses? Just keep in mind to come to the training 8 sharp in the morning. Hi. With that, 3 Genins leaved the place. Now Kurenai-chan, what is this important thing you want to speak? Are you going to agree to living with me? We discussed it not before we marry. But there is something very important. Hokage ordered me to take an assassination mission. Unfortunately, for doing the job I should sleep with a man and have sex with. Asuma, I don't want this mission, but Hokage didn't listen to me. You should speak with her and convince her to refuse me. Now Kurenai, all of us are shinobi. There are other kunoichi in the village. I'm aware of it, but none of them are as beautiful as you, and it seems that your beauty would be the big weapon in this mission. Besides, you know about her temper. Even if I'm the Sandame's son, she would not listen to me. But I assure you, these kind of missions won't affect my love toward you. Asuma, don't say any more about this mission. Look at it as one of those dirty missions every one of us had done before. Look at it like killing children or any other unpleasant job you had. Now, instead of dirtying your mind, why don't you join me for the dinner and sake, and after that we can have a little fun, ha? Asuma, you. With that, Kurenai ran out of the restaurant, leaving Asuma to think about how complex a woman's mind was. It was near midnight and Naruto was getting ready for the job. He looked around and saw Okyu completely armed. Yugo, entering the room, looked at Naruto. Hey Foxy, there is a busty girl wanting to speak with you. No matter how much I told her that you are busy, she said that it was urgent. Who is she? A girl named Kurenai. Let's go. I'll speak with her when we are going out. With that, they went down to the hall. When Naruto saw Kurenai, his heart stopped for a moment. Never he saw her crying. Tenshi-chan. What happened? Oh Naruto, that bitch. She could not follow, but Kyuubi continued what she wanted to say. It seems that our bitch ordered her to get a mission and sleep with a man and have sex to assassinate him. Arg. I swear one day I'll kill her. Tenshi-chan, did you speak with Asuma? Don't ever mention him. Hey. It seems that the stupid thinks that it's as normal as any other mission, informed Kyuubi. I see. Okay. Tenshi-chan, don't cry anymore. I can't stand when you are crying. Why don't you go with the others? You know that my offer still stays, don't you? Oh Naruto. The problem is that I should report to the bitch tomorrow morning. We don't have time. Oh how lucky. You see, Nara and Aburame, and Hyuga are leaving tonight at midnight. In other words, you have less than 30 minutes to get packed. Go to Shikamaru and tell him that I said that you'll go with them. Just hurry or you'll be late. Are you serious? What about Kakashi, Anko and others? They'll stay for now and will join us later on, thanks Naruto. You saved Anko when you were young and now you are saving me. I never forget about them. How should I pay back? No need for that. Maybe you will pay back in a nice way, but we don't have time to discuss it now. Oh, is it Kyuubi? What is she doing outside? I want to be free kitty. Can you ask him how he let her out? Asked Nibby, stupid fur. Now is not time to be jealous. Concentrate on your mission. Okay. But Kitty promised me to ask him later, okay? No problem. Hey Catgirl, tell the stupid Catwoman of yours that I need her at full power tonight. Tell her that I will reward her nicely if she do her duty nice. After all, I think she would like to be free and one of Naruto-kun's chicks. Wow. Let's go Kitty. Let's show those bastards who is Nibby-sama. Come down stupid fur. You'll have your time to prove yourself to Kyuubi. With that, Naruto, Yugito, Okyu, Kyuubi, and Kurenai left the compound. After some minutes, Kurenai left them to report to Shikamaru. It was just past midnight. 2 Root Anbu were on guard duty. They were tired as hell, but they couldn't do anything about it. Another boring night. I don't know why we should stand guard when our leader is in council and no one would dare to attack us. Yeah, and besides that, it's the third time this week we've been on guard duty. It's not fair. I know that there are some who've never done this. Oh Cammy, why did I agree to do this job? Honestly, do you even remember the time before you come into Root? No, I think I was in Root from first day of training as Shinobi. What about you? Same here. You know, I asked so many others and it seems that none of us can remember things before Root. Weird. Not to mention that we all have that damn seal on our tongue. Yeah, and that was the last words they ever spoke. A figure in dark cloak walked slowly into the room. Looking around he motioned for 2 more people to follow. Wow, that was cool. How did you do that? They didn't make a sound. Asked one of the newcomers. Senbon, if you aim carefully you can hit the vocal cords. Now Sunshine, I need your Kekkei Genkai. There are several more in the next room. I don't think they stand a chance with your nice hot breath. With pleasure. And with that one of the 2 figures went to the next room's doorframe and took a deep breath, and exhaled. About a minute later they heard several people falling to the floor. Wait for my signal, said the cloaked figure, obviously the leader. After about a minute the 2 remaining heard a whisper in their headsets. Clear. Looking around they found about 10 Anbu on the floor with numerous burns and with torched clothes. After looking around for a minute, they found a hidden door, opened it and descended into a hallway. When they reached the end of the stairs they found another door. Well, it's the base. Now Kitty, go back and wait for us. When you hear my voice, give the signal to others. Remember to hide, because I'll let some escape and inform the bitch. Hi. And with that she went back. Now, let the fun begin. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. More than 20 Bunshins in same cloak appeared and waited for the signal. One by one, they went inside and hanged into little insects. After all the clones went inside, the leader looked back at his companion. Okay Sunshine, I'll start the operation, just take care of my body. Hi. With that, the leader sat in a meditative posture, hidden in a little hole in one of the walls. His companion attached chakra to her legs and walked on the walls until reaching to the ceiling and sitting upside down. After about 10 minutes, screams could be heard all around the hideout. Inside, people were running around like crazy. For Cammy's sake, they were Junin but none of them could understand what was happening. The only thing they saw was darkness, no sound, no smell, no other sense, just darkness. They tried to dispel the genjutsu but to no avail. The darkness remained. Some tried to dispel it by pushing chakra or stopping its flow for a moment, and some trying to dispel it by stabbing kunai into their own body. But the result was the same, darkness. Multiple shadow clones were walking calmly between the screaming shinobi cutting their throats with a sword, or using different type of jutsus and silencing them forever. In less than 30 seconds there was no one left to scream. The only survivor was one Chunin-level shinobi who had a chance to leave the hideout despite his wounds. After about 10 minutes, the cloaked figure heard footsteps. The newcomer was clearly using a cane to walk. All clones dispelled themselves to let their master have better concentration. There was just one Bunshin left to fight, waiting calmly in darkness. Reveal yourself. I want to speak with you. What is there to speak about? I can clearly see that you were superior to all of my shinobi. Obviously, no one would like to lose this much manpower, but if you are willing, I would like to hire you. I'll pay whatever you want. What is your name? Danzo. Now, Danzo-san, can you explain to me why you have a Sharingan in your right eye? Interesting. How did you know I have a Sharingan? I gathered information about my enemy before attacking. I see. Well, it's a gift from a friend before his death. Mind showing me its Mangekyu form? You wish to measure your power against it? You can say that. Let me tell you, no one ever could fight against it. And there is no Kekkei Genkai or dojutsu that can give you power to counter it. Even the Hyuga can't do it. After all, Tsukiyomi is the most powerful genjutsu technique in the world. Do you want to bet your life on it? With pleasure. With that, Danzo removed the medical patch on his eye, revealing his Sharingan eye in full Mangekyu form. The cloaked figure came near and looked directly into his eyes. Danzo smirked evilly, but suddenly, everything in front of his eyes faded away. The only remaining thing was darkness. Amazing. I know that you can hear my voice. I know that this is a type of genjutsu. I already tried to dispel it, but it seems that it's just as powerful as Tsukiyomi, if not more. Honestly, how did you dispel Tsukiyomi? You know, for longest time in this village, I thought that I had done something wrong. People were always chasing and beating me, trying to kill me. Well, that was long ago. Some things will change in time, Danzo, but, then again some things never change. My dream for future was in first category, but your attitude and way of dealing with shinobi jobs never changed. Now to complete your collection of crimes you want to kill all head members of most of the powerful clans in this village. You may wonder who I am. I only have one word to say, Na-Ru. 2. How? I'm sure that you are well aware of my tenant, but it seems that you forgot how the first dojutsu appeared in Shinobi World, the dojutsu that belonged to Sage of Six Paths. He got the dojutsu after he sealed the 10-tailed beast inside himself. It's because the beast's chakra was not normal human one and made his genetic map unstable. Is that so? Well, there could be another possibility. Could it be that he received his dojutsu because of the demon changing his genetic map to make his host more powerful? If that was the case, then I could ask Kyubi to do same thing. And I asked her. Well, we needed to make some preparations. Specifically, some blood samples of the Hyuga and Uchiha clan. But thanks to your foolishness in the council, I found them in a blood bank. After that, it was just matter of time. Now I have a dojutsu. Something more powerful than Byakugan or your damn Sharingan. It's resistant to any type of genjutsu, even Tsukiyomi, and can cast any genjutsu, even some more powerful than Tsukiyomi. Now enough talk. For next 10 months, you'll see your death at Kyubi's hands. Remember, here I'm the master of time and space, and with my chakra level 10 months in nothing, so why not make it painful and start your torture? Have fun for next 10 months. With that, Danzo found himself tied to a cross and Kyubi standing in front of him in her fox form, while 9 tails swinging behind her. She came close and looked deep into his eyes. No word could explain the type of fear Danzo had now. After about a minute, Kyubi opened her mouth and slashed his stomach with her claws, causing him to bleed and parts of his inner organs to come out. He could see the joy in her eyes. She started to eat his body inch by inch. Outside of the room, the person on the ceiling could hear a man scream for about 10 seconds, then suddenly everywhere became silent. The leader came out of the room and spoke into the headset. Give the signal, Danzo is dead. Hi, came a voice from the other side. Let's go. We don't have much time. We have to pay visit. Hi, Shikamaru was waiting. He finished speaking with Kurenai a few minutes ago. Suddenly a green flare shot into the sky. And that would be Naruto. Troublesome boy. How could he finish it this fast? It's been less than 15 minutes since he started. Mendux, Shika. Guide our clan members to the gate, said Shikamaru's father. Ino, inform our clan. We are leaving as fast as we can, said Ino's father. Shino. I leave others to you, said Shino's father. Hinata. Was the only thing Hiyashi needed to say before his daughter left to start the evacuation. Hana, and with that Hana nodded and left her mother. Tsunade was looking out of the window. Just a few minutes ago, a rude Anbu burst into the room informing her about the attack at the base. She was waiting for her elite shinobi to report. But this was making her mad. Normally they would be in the room in less than a minute. But what could have happened to cause Kakashi, Kurenai, Hayate, Yugo, and even Tenzo to be late? Could it be that they heard the scream and went to investigate? Yes, it's possible. After all, they were always alert after Uchiha accident. I hope they can stop the attack before it's too late. But seriously, what can cause people to scream like that? Jiraiya was waiting for Naruto to show up. He could hear the screams a mile away from the place he knew Root's hideout to be located. Suddenly 3 figures in cloaks appeared in front of him. Right on time. The leader removed his cloak revealing Naruto, who looked at 2 other members. Yugito, Okyu, you have done perfectly, nice and clean. I'm glad that I left 2 old ones to you. Now let's go home. With that, Naruto and Jiraiya each summoned a big toad, and jumping onto them, they helped both girls up onto their heads. Well, Naruto helped them. Poor Jiraiya was all alone. After all, no sane would want to sit near the super pervert. Without any further speech, the toads jumped for their next destination. Minutes later they found Kyuubi hiding in the planned place, and Jiraiya tried to convince her to ride on the same toad as him. And with his luck, she agreed. Poor Jiraiya. If he ever knew that he would have had to deal with her kicks and punches in the next 10 minutes and in certain places that no man would want them, he wouldn't have bothered. Kakashi couldn't help but wonder what Naruto could do to make this much noise. He was told to look for Hayate and Yugo. He knew that if he found Hayate, Yugo wouldn't be too far away. He stopped on a rooftop and looked around. Suddenly he saw his targets sitting on a bench chatting with each other. Well, isn't this a nice night for a date? Oh, Kakashi-senpai, how are you? Answered Hayate. Good. I was looking for you. I hoped that you wouldn't interfere with what was happening. Why should we? It's none of our business until there's an order. Said Yugo. And what a good place to let others find you. After all, at midnight normal people would be in their houses asleep, not in the middle of the street dating. Hee hee. Well, if you don't mind, I need to speak with you and Tenzo and Anko. But I don't know where to find those 2. Yamato should be near Memorial Stone. We saw him about 2 hours ago, and he said that he would be there for the rest of the night. It's the anniversary of his girlfriend's death. Said Yugo. I see. What about Anko? Any idea? Did you look around Monument? Asked Hayate. Fuck it. Let's go. Is this really important, Kakashi? You know, we were sort of busy. Said Hayate hesitantly. If it was not, I would be sleeping at this time of night. Now let's go. And with that they left to find their next target. Anko was sitting on Yondaimi's head listening to the screams and grinning sadistically. I definitely love Foxy. What a lovely sound. Seriously, I wanted to be there and have fun. He will pay for not allowing me to participate in the ceremony. Oh well, it seems that I have guests. Hello Kakashi, what do you want? Hello Anko. How did you know that I was there? Simple. Tracking your chakra signature. We didn't know that you can track chakra, said Hayate. I'm not a pro, but I can do to some degree. Now what's the big deal, Cyclops? First we must find Tenzo. Let's go. Tenzo was looking at his love's name in the memorial stone. He knew that Kakashi did that every morning to remind himself about teamwork, but he had nothing to be ashamed about. He was not in the village when the council killed her. Poor little Hyuga. Her only problem was that she didn't want to marry that damn Uchiha Shisui. But he couldn't stop thinking about her and looking at her name on the stone. Something was weird tonight. He was never like this. His musings were cut short hearing Anko's voice. Someone is picking up a certain Cyclops' nasty habit. Hello Anko-san. Well, you know about my love life. It's her anniversary. I know. I was joking to try and break your depressing mood. Oh, Kakashi-senpai, Yugo, Hayate. What's going on? Yo, Kakashi, ask him, said Yugo, pointing at Kakashi. Okay everyone, take a seat. We need to discuss Naruto's actions. What about Foxy? I'll kill anyone who want to interfere with his plans. Calm down Anko. No one wants to do anything like that, except maybe that whore of a Hokage. Senpai, would you mind explaining what exactly is going on? First, I should ask you if you would betray Konoha and come with us? Does it mean that you will go like Anko? Asked Yugo. Hi. Now, Tenzo, as I said before, I suffered so much in this village. There is nothing to hold me here. Hayate? Same as Tenzo, though not as much as him, but still the same. And Yugo? I would go anywhere with Hayate. I should have guessed that. Love birds. Said Kakashi. You pervert, we are not lovers. Actually I love someone else. And it's none of your business. Come on you Gauchin. Tell us, said Anko sweetly. And all of them knew quite well that when Anko speaks like that, there was no way to run. Actually I'm not sure about my heart for now. You see, I was in relation with Hayate for so long but, he has this health. Yugo. There is no point in telling them. Nothing will change after all, said Hayate. Come on Hayate. We are old friends and anything concerning you will concern us. Even if we can't help to change things, at least we will be there to help as much as we can, said Kakashi surprising others. Wow. I didn't know that Cyclops had this much humanity in him. Anko, Kakashi. Hayate, as Senpai said. Well, he has lung cancer. Doctors say that he has no more than 6 months left. Before you come tonight I was discussing my feelings toward this other person with him and he gladly approved this new possible relationship. I didn't know that you are this open-minded Hayate, said Kakashi. Stop being a pervert, Kakashi. I am happy for her, because it will help her when I pass. I don't want her to suffer and knowing this other person. He will be as good as me, seriously. Who is he? Asked Anko hoping to find the answer. I will tell you personally because he's related to you somehow Anko, said Yugo and with that she whispered something in Anko's ear. Others were surprised to see Anko blush, then smile and nod, and finally laughing and curling on the ground. After a few minutes, Anko regained her composure and asked Yugo. Does he know about it? If not, should I speak with him and inform him? He don't know, and I'm not sure how should I approach him. Let me do it for you. Now should we speak with him as soon as we see him, or should we wait for you Hayate? Asked Anko without any remorse over her harsh words. After all Hayate was an adult and a professional shinobi who saw his comrades die in front of his eyes. What do you think? It's my dream to see her in her wedding dress. You should speak with him as soon as you can. Okay then. Kakashi I think all of us will come with you, said Tenzo trying to break the girly conversation that was going on. Okay. Now, as I planned with Naruto you all must leave village right now. You only have about 30 minutes to pack. I will follow you 2 days later. Anko, you know the location of the hideout, so you'll be the team's captain. Now, any questions? Senpai. Why are we leaving later than the rest of us? To make sure everything is clear, and to watch your back once you're gone. After all, we don't want any surprise attacks, do we? Good idea. Well, it seems that we don't have anything else to discuss. Okay everybody, you have 30 minutes to pack what you can. Use storage scrolls and meet me at main gate. Keep yourselves hidden. No one should know about our departure. Dismissed, said Anko and with that she left in a swirl of leaves. We'll see you Senpai. And with that Tenzo dissolved to the ground. Bye Kakashi, and be careful. And Hayate and Yugo poofed away leaving Kakashi to his thoughts and a memorial stone to look at. 30 minutes later, Anko saw her team walking towards the gate. Masking their chakra and using an invisibility genjutsu that she learned from her kurenai, they simply walked out the gate onto the road. None of them spoke until they had walked about a mile away from Konoha. Wow, that was easy, said Hayate. 2 reasons for that. First, Naruto got everyone's attention for tonight and no one would pay any attention to us. Second, the village's security is shit at the best of times. Even Itachi walked through the gates several times after becoming a missing nin. I knew that security was poor, but not like that. Seriously, 2 chunins are not enough for a main gate. And to make things worse, they were asleep. Said Yugo. Now, where are we going Anko? Asked Hayate. It will be a long trip Hayate, so be prepared. We'll pass the lightning border and will travel through the country for about a day long. Then, we'll join the others. Wow. Naruto keeps surprising me. Having a hideout out of the country and even in lightning, away from both patrol systems. This is Naruto we are speaking about, said Yugo with a little blush on her face. and no one knew how glad she was that her face could not be seen in the darkness. Kin was meditating. Something in her guts was telling her that this day was special. She was thinking about Naruto and his plans. It's about time for him to start his actions. I hope everything goes smooth. What will happen when everything starts? What should I do? What is my role in all of this? Come to think of it, I love Naruto, but there are others that feel the same. Can he love all of us? Can he make balance in his house with all different type of girls? Look at Okyu and Koyuki for example. They are completely opposite in everything. How can he satisfy these two in the same time? How many more will be in her house? Oh Kami, save me. Her train of thoughts were cut by a raven sitting on her shoulder. Are you Kin? Hi. I'm a summon from Yamanaka Ino. She asked me to tell you to be prepared. They leave the village and there are lots of people coming and you and your friends will leave here soon. Anything to reply? Tell her that I'm ready and will inform everyone right now. Hi, and with that the raven flied to the sky. Weird. Why didn't he reverse summon himself? It would be easier. Anyway, I think girls will have a party when they receive the news. It was about lunchtime. Itachi and Kisame were cooking a rabbit that was Itachi's effort for lunch. Itachi, what will you do in future? What do you mean? You know, about Naruto. Would you leave Akatsuki and start a new life? Why do you ask? Because if you will, I want to ask for a favor. And what is that? Help me to convince Naruto. I want a new chance in life, man. I'm sick of this life. Even if I don't leave Akatsuki, I'll speak for you. Man, it's a long time that I had done everything with you. It's hard to think about separation now. Same for me, but no one knows what will happen in future. Interesting. What? But Kisame got his answer very soon when a raven came down from sky and sit on Itachi's shoulder. Itachi-kun, I have a message from Ino-san. They left the village and are heading toward Naruto's village. All Aburame, Nara, Yamanaka, Inazuka, and all branch members of Hyuga are with her. Wow, that is incredible, said Kisame. Oi, sushi man. Don't speak when no one speaks with you. What did you call me? Enough. Any more? Nothing special. Where is Naruto? She didn't tell anything about him. I see. Thanks. Tell her that I want to speak with Naruto as soon as possible. And thank her for trusting me. And never call my friend Sushi again. Anko was running as fast as she could. They had no time. Soon there would be Hunter Nin tracking them and she didn't want to encounter with them. She wasn't afraid. None of them could harm her, but it would slow them and she wanted to be with others as soon as possible. She should cross the lightning country as soon as she could. She knew that Yugo, Tenzo, and Kurenai had no problem with speed. What the hell, even. Kurenai was running faster than her and would stop every now and then to let them reach. But Hayate was another story. With his condition she was not sure if he could manage this speed or not. She didn't want to harm him. No matter how much sadistic she was outside, inside she was still a little cute girl caring for her friends. Hayate, how are you? If it's hard for you we can slow down. Don't underestimate me, Anko-chan, but... And don't worry. Still I have some healthy lung parts and that should be fine for this trip. I'll inform you if I have problem. You know, I want to cross the border as fast as I can. I don't want to deal with hunters. They would make us slow and others would wait more than they should. I agree. So, is there any shortcut? There is one, but we should cross a lake. Then why don't we go in that direction? Asked Tenzo. I'm not sure, but there are rumors that say some weird things about this lake, like what, Anko-chan? Asked Kurenai, speaking for the first time from when they left village. They say that most of the time there is a weird fog on top of the lake. People who tried the same direction say that when they entered the fog they had some illusion. Something like powerful genjutsu. Genjutsu? Asked Kurenai. Hi. And they say the illusion was so hard to break from. I don't want to risk our lives. What can cause this type of thing? Asked Hayate. I know a creature that can be the reason, but it's a surprise to see it in Fire Country. Deciding that in past people were looking for Biju, it's hard to believe that no one understood that this place is where they can find Sanbi. Sanbi? Asked Tenzo. Hi. Sanbi has ability to cast genjutsu. It seems that this fog is his natural defense. So if we don't harm him or don't catch his attention, we should be all right crossing this lake. Does he have any other power? Asked Anko. Sanbi can shoot water from his mouth like jet water, and trust me, no one will be alive after being hit by that. Answered Tenzo. I see. Tenzo, you have ability to control wood, and I heard that you can control Jinchuriki when they are using Biju's power, is that right? Asked Hayate. Hi. Do you think you can control Biju outside of a Jinchuriki? What is in your mind, Hayate? Well, if you can do that, then we can catch it and seal it. It will help us in several directions. First, we all know that Akatsuki is after the Bijus, so catching one will halt them for some time. Second, if we need to have another Jinchuriki in future, we can use him, but it needs time, something that we don't have much, answered Anko. Anko, this lake is a shortcut, so we have more time than before. And I'm a genjutsu specialist. If we encounter him, the possibility for his natural defense to be successful will be near zero. I see. Well, I'm not sure about my abilities to control a Biju outside a Jinchuriki, but at least we can give it a try. Yet we have a problem. And what is that? Asked Hayate. The seal that we need to capture the Biju. Does anyone of you know things about sealing? I know a little. Not much to help you, Kurenai. Same here, Anko. If all of you are serious about capturing him, I have a scroll with myself that describes a seal that was used before for capturing Shukaku and was successful. Spoke Yugo for the first time. God damn you. You were silent all this time and now you say that you have the only thing we need. What are you, an angle? Hee. Thanks Hayate-chan, but I think we need to move fast. For this seal we need people who have well chakra control, and there should be 4 of them. Well, I have the ability. Who else has ability to control chakra near medical level? I can, Kurenai. Same here, Tenzo. I'm not sure, but I think I can handle it too, Anko. Good. When we are capturing him, Hayate will be our defense for any possible outside attack. Well played, Yugo-chan. Now how longer we will reach? Asked Hayate. About half an hour. Replied Anko, deep in thought. Naruto was walking in the streets, looking around and thinking about his past. He had few happy moments, but those were precious to him. Looking around, he saw his familiar lovely ramen place. Entering the stand, he looked around. Most of the time when he came to this place he was hungry as hell, but this time things were different. He well remembered the day Ayame helped him for his relationship with Anko. He well remembered his first time entering the shop with Sandame, his many happy times eating here, his times of suffering because of Sandame's death that was shared with Ayame. Every time that nice girl with dark hair helped him out of trouble without asking reward. Now was the time for paying back, but what could he give her? He had everything, but none of them was enough. Looking around, he saw that there was a new girl behind the stand instead of Ayame. Excuse me, it's a long time I wasn't around. I was looking for Ayame-chan. Hello. Well, she isn't working here anymore. Actually, after that accident she didn't came to work at all. What accident? You know Naruto. Somehow, well, do you know what happened to him? I heard that he left the village with Jiraiya-sama. Yes, well, you see, Ayame was in love with Naruto, but... Nani? Hey, that was expecting. No one knew about that, even Naruto himself. When Naruto left the village, Ayame depressed and left the job. After some time her father asked me to help him. I'm Emmy, by the way. Do you know where can I find her? I'll write the address. Do you want to test Ichiruka's new ramen? Naruto special? Sounds interesting. It was early in the morning. Our elites were near the lake. Everyone were anxious. After all, it's not a daily job for capturing a Biju. Their only hope was Kurenai's specialty for genjutsu and Tenzo's ability to control the Biju. What if everything go wrong? Well, none of them would leave the place alive. Even if they would suffer so much. Everyone, Calm down, we need to focus, said Anko, hoping that would help herself calming down. Kurenai, can you feel any genjutsu? Negative. It seems that genjutsu is its natural defense, so we would not encounter it until we disturb him. Now come to think of it, even if we can control him, how should we seal him? Asked Yugo. We'll use the seal I know. It would capture the Biju and would let us find a host for it, said Hayate. Can you explain how does this work? Asked Anko. Well, first of all we'll activate the seal. It'll create a little dome and we need 4 people to keep the seal active. Then these 4 will start walking on the lake. When they go above the Biju, the seal will change color to red, alarming that there is the Biju. Then the leader will change the seal's stage and the seal will extend under the water and around the Biju. When the process is final, there will be a spherical chakra network around the Biju. It can't break it, but its natural defense would be active by then, so we need to encounter the genjutsu. And if everything go well, the network will stick to the Biju and paralyze it. Then we can seal it inside the second part of the seal that is in this scroll, so we need to focus on the capturing stage for now. And by that they started the capturing job as they planned last night, some way around the lake. Hidden in the woods, 2 people were walking side by side. One of them had a funny orange mask and was walking foolishly and speaking nonsense. If a person from outside looked at the scene, he would easily see that the second guy was annoyed as hell. Toby, calm down. It's the 3-tail after all. Nothing big will happen. Senpai. It's a Biju. Biju. It's not the first one we captured in Akatsuki. So calm down and focus. I don't want to do the job, Senpai. Toby is a good boy. He will watch your back and you can freely capture it. Oh Kami. Why him? I could even work with that Jashin freak instead of this fool. Senpai. What is it now, Toby? I think we have guests. Look, said Toby, pointing to the way in the woods. Down there a 4-man group were walking toward the lake. One of them were woman with bluish-purple colored hair and green dress. She was the only normal-looking one in the group. There was a blue dresses weird guy, a monster-looking one, and the last one was a little fat one wearing glasses. Orochimaru's pets. What are they doing here? Senpai. They came for Sanbi, Toby. Sometimes I wonder if you are fool or vice versa. Well, it seems that you are correct this time. What should we do? Let's see. Oh yeah. Why not? They can be one of my art subjects. Naruto was anxious. It was not the first time he was going to visit a friend in her house, and it was not the first time he would see Ayame, but it was about 3 years now, and he wasn't aware of her love toward himself. So what? She loves me? Well, she is not the only one, and who is more creepy than Anko? Calm down, man. You are going to thank her for her efforts in your life. Breathing deep, he knocked the door, waiting for the response. After about 5 minutes and several knockings, the door opened. Naruto couldn't believe his eyes. This wasn't Ayame he knew. The girl standing in front of him was terrible. Her messy hair, her unwashed face, her baggy eyes, and even her weight wasn't matching to the picture he had in his mind. Ayame? Yes? Can we speak inside? Ayame looked to this newcomer. Something about him was so familiar, but she could not remember him. Well, it was not important. Nothing was important for her, not anymore. Come in. The seal was ready and activated. Hayate was standing near the group watching for any possible encounter. The group were in the middle of the lake. Suddenly the seal changed color to red. Okay everyone, we are right on top of him. Tenzo, be ready to control it if things got out of hand. Ordered Yugo. Hi. And without any more words they activated the second stage of the seal. The seal lines went deep into sea and around the Sanbi. About 30 minutes later Yugo informed them that the seal was in spherical shape and big. Now was the time for the last phase. Suddenly a sound got their attention. Sound of explosion near the lake. Seems that we have guests. We must hurry, said Hayate, and by that the seal started to come close to the Sanbi. After about 10 minutes the Sanbi started to move and try to escape from the chakra cage around himself. Gurren was mad. She was waiting for this day for years. She hated Orochimaru when he left her alone. Now was her chance. She was free and she wanted to live freely. She didn't know why did these two attacked her and her company. What's the matter with you two? Oh, Senpai, you made her angry. Sorry miss, Toby is a good boy. Toby, shut your mouth and focus. Hi Senpai. Now, can I have fun, Guren-san? Asked the guy dressing in blue. Do what you want. Everyone, the capturing phase is complete. The Sanbi is paralyzed and can't move, but I'm worried about that explosion sound. We should finish this as fast as we can. Now the transfer stage is simple. We just need to gather as much chakra as we can in the seal and trigger the third stage. The seal will do the job by itself, but we need to charge it with chakra. If everything goes well, we'll finish it in less than 5 minutes. Said Yugo, breathing hard because of tiredness. Now, don't tell me you didn't like my art. You bastard. You killed all of them in less than 3 minutes. Who are you and why are you attacking me? Yeah, my name is not important. The only important thing is that I won't let you capture the three-tailed Biju, the Sanbi. Where is it? Hey, don't play fool. Hey Senpai. She is not the one capturing the Biju. Senpai. What is it, Toby? Come and look. There are people on the lake, it seems. That they are doing something with seals. Nani? Now can I go on my way? Look, I have nothing to do with this Biju and I don't want to be around it. And I didn't know that it lives here. I just want to go out of this country and start a peaceful life for myself, okay? Hey, go on. I wasted my time here, you bastard. You killed my people and say wasting time? Now you will pay the hell, you foolish orange face. Get lost. Oh Senpai. I'll go and keep an eye on those on the lake. You started this, you finish it. The sound of explosions started again, but that was not important anymore. Yugo was panting hard, but she was happy. There was a scroll in Tenzo's hand and they had no time to waste, so without saying any word they started running in the middle of still existing creepy fog. Thanks to Kurenai and her ability to dispel genjutsu time after time, every 10 seconds. Tsunade was not happy. Hell, she was mad. Not only her elites were missing, she got some reports indicating of some clan compounds being empty. She didn't know what was the meaning of this. All she knew was that everything changed after Minato and Kushina came back. Maybe I should ask them. Yeah, they sure know what is happening. Oh well, I think it's time for another great council meeting. Calling an Anbu, she ordered her to go and inform all the council members for an urgent meeting. After 30 minutes she went to council chamber but was shocked when she saw that the only people there were herself, Shizune, Minato, 2 elder, some civilian members, and Akamichi clan head. Hello. I think we should wait for other clan heads and Danzo. Said Tsunade, hopping that all those reports were just a dream. We were looking for clan heads Hokage-sama, but, said the Anbu, but what? Asked Minato with some concern in his voice. We could not find any of them, sir. What do you mean you could not? Asked Akamichi's clan head. Sir, we looked at their compounds but, all the Nara, Yamanaka, Inazuka, and some other clans were empty. The only remaining were Hyuga and they report that there is no branch member left in all the compound and they don't know what happened to them. We went to ask Hiyashi-sama about this but, we could not find him. What about Danzo? Asked Minato with some anger in his voice. No hope, sir. We went to the root compound but. For Kami, continue or I'll castrate you, yelled Tsunade, Hokage-sama. There was massive assassination. I mean, there was no one left, sir. We found Danzo-sama dead with so many wounds. It looked like the assassin was enjoying his job. Nani? What do you mean by that? Said Minato, sir, by the look of the wounds, they were in different shapes and types. Some were deep and should kill anyone within minutes, but there were so many superficial and not so much important but in painful places. It looks like the assassin was torturing him, sir. I see. So is there anything that you want to add to your report? No, sir. Did you look for elites? Kakashi, Tenzo, Yugo, Anko, any other one? Asked Tsunade, now near cry. Yes, sir. The only one we could find was green spandex. I mean guy, for Kami. What's the meaning of all this? Someone, please, Someone tell me that I'm dreaming. And with that she could not hold any more and burst in crying. There is just one meaning, Tsunade, said one of the elders. We are weaker than any time in the past. We lost more than half of our manpower, and with the Jinchuriki out of the town now, we have no special one for our defense. Said another elder. What should we do then? Asked one of the civilian members. Well, at least we have Yandaime-sama, said another one. Yeah, sure, he is one-man army. Thanks, Kami. We are glad that you are back, sir, said another civilian fool. What the hell? Do you really think that I give damn shit about you and your city? What have you done to my son? To your hero? To the person that saved you every day with his life? Do you know how hard it is to control a demon and not let him have control and kill everyone? How did you appreciate him? Now you ask me to save your asses? For what? Even the old bitch here enforced him to leave the village for his rest of life. What did you think, Tsunade? Honestly, you thought that you were in danger because of his power? Foolish woman. Troublesome woman. No, thanks, you had pay my debt so nice. I won't help you and won't lose my family one more time because of your stupid asses. Now if you excuse me. And with that Minato left the chamber, leaving a crying old bitch behind to deal with her problems. Kakashi and Kushina were in the middle of the training area 44. They were waiting for the last one to leave this terrible village. Kakashi, do you think it's safe to leave village this soon? Why not, sensei? Well, I'm sure that they will try to track everyone and will send hunters. Did you know that 90% of hunters were in Izuka? And where are they now? I see. How about that 10%? They can still be trouble. With the massive emptiness of Konoha, I think Hokage won't risk to send them and make the village more empty. It seems that my hero thought of every aspect. Well, I was planning for this more than a year, and when you think on a subject that long, you won't lose, madam. Said a new voice entering the camp. Oh, you are back. What should we do now? Asked Kushina. We will leave right now. You have 10 minutes for packing. Kin was anxious. She knew that today they would arrive. Finally she would see her love and master. She wanted to be his slave. She was his slave, but there was difference between being a remote slave and a one that is near your hand. She was thinking about how big could the newcomers be. She knew that there were some clans leaving the village completely and being in Konoha for about a month. She knew exactly what was the meaning of a clan. What are you dreaming, honey? Came the voice of Okyu. I was thinking about our guests. There should be lots of them, and most of them are from great clans. I hope when they come master won't forget about me or others. If you talk like this, then I would say you didn't know him at all. Said Koyuki. What do you mean? I thought that our sexy princess knows him as much as myself, said Yugo, sitting near Okyu, putting her head on ex-Mizukage's shoulder. Well, I know him better than most of you here. He spent more time with me than others except Kin. But I'm surprised to hear what Kin said. Me and you well know how he is. He never forget about us. I'm sure that he thought about all of us when he was not here. Then why didn't he send messages more often? Asked Okyu. I think I know why. Oh, and why is that Catwoman? Asked Kaori. You remember? Ino helped this nurse some time ago when she got fired out of hospital. You are just a medic and don't know much about Ninja World except that they will be wounded each time they go on missions. Tell me, ex-Misty, how often you found hidden messages that should kept secret? How often shinobi look for hidden places and how often hunters capture missing ones? And what causes these? I see, yeah, you are right. Said Okyu, deep in thought. I don't understand, said Kaori. You see, when some shinobi or kunoichi run away from their village, there are some specialized ninjas that would go outside their territory looking for them and try to kill them. Most of the time they find missing one by following their tracks. Now, think of our situation. Me, Yugito, Kin, and Koyuki were ran away with help of Naruto, and he used his summon, making tracking almost impossible because there is no trace of us. But what happens if one of the messengers were caught? They will find a track and they will follow it, leading them to our hideout. I see, but still those people leaving Konoha are coming this way without hiding their track. Then soon the hunters will find this place," said Kaori, frightened. "I think that won't happen. Think of it for a second. How would Naruto lead his friends to something dangerous? And what is the usage of this hideout when we leave it and go to his hidden village? Do we still need this place? I see. So when will they arrive? I think they should be here today. It depends on their speed and problems on their way here." Enko was tired, but she knew that they had no time. They should go as fast as they could. "Enko, slow down," said Yugo, concerning about Hayate's condition. "Sorry Yugo, but we lost more time than I thought capturing the Sanbi. In 1 hour our allies will be in hideout and we still have 2 more hours to reach there after that. Enko, we can't continue like this," said Tenzo, helping Hayate, jumping from branch to branch. "Sorry everyone. It's all my fault. Don't be silly Hayate. We are all professionals and we all well know what happens to those that don't think about their teammates," replied Tenzo. "I'm sorry Hayate." "Tenzo, you are right. Sorry everyone, I was a little anxious about whole thing. Okay, we rest for about 30 minutes and that should be enough." Ino was jumping after the leading toad. She looked back to all those ninjas from Konoha and smirked to herself. She was dreaming about Tsunade's face when she learned about everything. "Oi, we are almost there, inform everyone." "When?" "In less than 30 minutes. And with that Ino made a summon and ordered him to inform all clan members about situation. Kakashi looked to the person in front of him. No one ever thought that this person would be this much powerful and well-rounded in all aspects of being a ninja. "Oi Naruto. How much longer? With our current speed, about a day long to the hideout. But I think it will take longer. And why is that? Because we have Mom with us. She is not as much fast as me and you and she has less stamina. Oi. Don't ever underestimate me Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. Or I'll kill you myself. Sorry Mom. I didn't underestimate you. There is just that you were not shinobi, really? What do you say Kakashi?" Naruto, do you know who would teach our team when your father was assigned to Hokage job?" "No, well, I never forget Kushina-sensei and her way of torturing. Training us, Nani?"
That's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on my other social media accounts. Anime God here, and I'm signing off.